What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. I'll be doing an unboxing on this HGLRC Zues13 amp all-in-one board, which takes 3 to 6S. And I'm super excited about this board because in the last video I was talking about my Beta FPV board that was bad. Well, Beta FPV is no longer making the board that I wanted to get replaced, so I ended up picking up this for about the same price. And the cool thing about this is it also is an F7. Yeah. So hit that subscribe button and like the video, and let's get into it. Alright, so we open it up and the first thing you see, we got the board here. Again, this is quality control passed, hopefully. And right off the bat, there is one thing that I don't really care for. None of these pads are labeled, so unless they give you a schematic to follow, you're not going to know what each pad is, besides obviously your positive and negative power lead, and yeah, that's about it in your motor leads. So this is an F7 processor on here. Looks like it's got a fair amount of filtering, so that's good. This is 3 to 6S, which is cool because I'm going to be running these on 3S. And the only downside about this board when I was purchasing it was the ESC, and the ESC only handles 13 amps, 5 seconds, 15 amp burst, or continuous, I'm sorry. So I would have much rather had a 20 amp like my last board, but 13 amp should be fine for the 1105 motors that I'm going to be running with this. And the next thing we got in here, we got our XT30 plug, and we got a capacitor, 35 volt, 220 microfarad. So that should be fine. They also give you these gummies here, so that's always good. Got some stickers, and looks like they included the schematic for the wiring diagram. Let's see here. Yeah, so it tells you where to wire everything, but still, it's always nice to have the pads labeled. That's kind of a pain in the butt, but they are larger pads than the last board I had from Beta FPV, so that should be a plus with soldering. I'm not going to be doing an install video on this one for the simple fact that these pads aren't labeled, and I'm probably going to be doing a bit of troubleshooting, and I'm not too happy about that. But I hope the board performs well. This is the first HGLRC flight controller I've had. I've had the VTX on my Tiny Hawk when I first modded that, and I'm also going to be running the HGLRC Zeus Nano, I believe, which is a 350 milliwatt max VTX, so that should fit on here nicely. And this is the 26.5 by 26.5 configuration for mounting, so this will fit nicely in this HX115 frame that I'm going to be running. Alright, so some of the specs that come with this board, which are pretty nice actually. It's got a 10 volt or 1 amp BEC, or a 5 volt at 2 amps, 8 megabytes of black box, it has 5 UARTs, it's BL32 ESCs, which is always a plus. And I'm sorry, the mounting holes were 25.5 by 25.5 M2, which that will work out fine. The weight of this comes in at about 7.9 grams. And this is a F722 chip, has OSD and LED support, so I'm actually really excited. It's nice to have 5 UARTs, so you can put a GPS on here, you can wire up LEDs, put on a Crossfire Nano RX, FlySky R9, FlySky RXSR, you know, the standard ones. You could also put a digital unit on this, which that's really cool. If you run digital, I cannot afford digital, so I am still on analog, so woo. You could also wire in a buzzer, and yeah, that's about it. That's everything that comes in the package. Stay tuned for the next video after I get this all installed in here, and we'll see how it test flights on Betaflight 4.3 defaults. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Have a good one.